Okay, hi, good evening everybody. My name is Randy. Welcome to the course on dining etiquette. So firstly, thank you for signing up for this course. I believe that you will definitely learn quite a few tips. Some of it you may have already been practicing. Some you may not know. Okay, so you just enjoy yourself. Okay. Yeah. So in the case of emergency, you just need to remember, do not panic. Take the stairs, follow exit sign. Okay, to go to the stairs, go straight, turn left, and turn left. Okay, if you cannot remember, just put D, T, F, Din Tai Fung. Okay? Okay, some admin matters. Attendance sheet. Okay, as you are on the way in, we have already gotten you to sign, so it should be fine. Okay, toilet location. Exit the room, turn left, and turn right. And lastly, we have drinks outside the pantry, so feel free to go out later during the break. Okay, so for ground rules, very simple. I just need to borrow your ears for the next 30 minutes. Okay, ears stands for enthusiastic participation. Ask questions if you are unclear. Respect each other's opinions, and silence all your communication devices. Okay, just before I move on from here, just to check, okay, this is an English language session. Okay, if you have registered for the Mandarin one, you're in the wrong place. Okay, so this is an English session, so we will only be communicating in English. Alright? Secondly, if you are sleepy, I have some sweets here. You can help yourself to the sweets. Okay, as a form of respect for each other, if you are still sleepy after the sweets, you can take a step behind. Okay, you can just stand behind and watch from there. Okay, so as not to block anybody. All clear? Shall we move on?
Yes.
Okay, icebreaker. Let's play icebreaker. 1, 2, 3. You're going to share, rather we are going to share one favorite food of yours, 2 changes you would like to make to that dish, 3 things you cannot stand when dining in a restaurant. Okay, while you think, I tell you first. I like fishball noodles. I enjoy eating fishball noodles. Okay, 2 things I want to change is, firstly, there are times where I really feel like eating healthy. Okay, I will want a side dish of vegetable. So if there is, I can, because sometimes the stores they will give just 1 leaf of vegetable, which is not enough. Okay, the second one is I want to try, but I haven't tried it yet. I want to do wine pairing to this dish. And 3 things I cannot stand when dining at a restaurant. Firstly, rude customers. Secondly, waiters that do not, they think that they do not understand, they do not try to put themselves in the shoes of the customers. And the third one is just I just like to enjoy my food. I don't like people to come and disturb. Yes. Okay. So once you're done, maybe you can share. Start with you. You can introduce your name and yeah.
My name is SK. My favorite food is this beef bowl from Tanuki Raw over at Orchard Central. 2 things I like to make the dish is, number 1, I think that there's not enough meat in the thing. It's really amazing if you try it, so I wish that they can give us more. And the second one is, I wish they could make the bowl bigger also. I like the portions of the ice. Alright. 3 things I cannot stand when dining at a restaurant. Number 1 is noisy customers. Yeah, definitely. Number 2 is, well, noisy children. Yeah. Especially when they bring babies and they start screaming. And number 3 is when I try to get the attention of a waiter or waitress, but I just cannot get it.
Hi, my name is Michael. So my favorite food is spaghetti. 2 changes I like to make is 1, I don't see people serving fishball spaghetti. So
Fusion, so you like fusion?
Yeah, so maybe I will choose that. The second thing is maybe the place where I used to eat, like they always give me a very big portion. So maybe I will ask him to give next. I think 3 things I cannot stand when dining at a restaurant. Probably it's the same as SK has shared. Yeah, noisy customer, unattentive waiter,
Hi everyone, my name is Ali. Okay, my favorite food is nasi ayam. Yeah, and two changes would like make the dish is more ayam, and then the chili.
Oh, chili.
Is
So
bagus.
you are a fan of spicy food.
Yeah, chili. Three things you cannot stand when dining at a restaurant. I think aku tak tahu.
Okay, what are the things that you cannot that you really okay, what things you enjoy at the restaurant?
What things I enjoy?
When you're having your meal, what do you enjoy most?
The place.
The ambience, how the quietness, the music, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Nice. The food.
Oh, the food. Okay, what about the food? Which type of restaurant do you like?
I go high class. Yeah.
So mostly Indonesian food?
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Ali, right?
Ali, yeah.
Next, behind.
Yes. Hello, I'm Rick. My favorite food is nasi lemak. And what I like to make changes is that probably the ingredient instead of the fish, egg, and then the standard cucumber, I would like to have more things. We only have this few. So we should have more dishes, more other choice for us. As a standard, selling $2. So that makes it more tasty and more value for money. So three things I can't stand in when dining at a restaurant is that when the tables is placed too close to the kitchen. So you get disturbance, or sometimes it's too close to the entrance. And of course, quietness is something that's very important. So if you have behave customer, then you will make the dining more pleasant.
I see. Thank you very much, Rick. Next.
My name is Charles. My favorite food, 扬州炒饭.
Fried rice.
Yangzhou.
Yes, fried rice.
So two things change. Less oily.
Oh, okay.
Go with beer or wine.
Wow.
But I seldom, I can say never been to a restaurant like that also. That's why I can't answer you this.
I see. It's okay. What about the hawker center? Are there things, or maybe at home? What do you need to have at home?
At home?
Like, do you put your phone away? Do you like for the keep on disturbing you?
No, definitely no.
Okay. Thank you very much for introducing yourselves. You are Indonesian, right? I'm so sorry because in this course we will also talk about alcoholic stuff and stuff like that because it is part of F&B as well. Okay? Yes, it is. So we hope to seek your understanding in this. Okay? Yeah. Let's move on. So the course that you are attending today is called Dining Etiquette 101. Okay, at the end of this session, we hope that you can apply the 9 dining etiquette tips which I'll be sharing with you at the restaurant. Okay. Later at the end of the day, also, I will have a handout for you. So, firstly, first and foremost, the most important thing is dress for the occasion. If you know that you are going to a fine dining restaurant, Rick, how can I help you?
I wonder how come what they place there is not the same.
I see. This is just a picture. So maybe you can take a seat first so that I can explain. Yes. Okay, so every restaurant, right? To answer Rick's question is that the picture and actual may not be the same. Okay, every restaurant has their own style of doing. Okay, so it doesn't. So depends. Certain casual dining restaurant may not have all the rest. Okay, so as we move along, you may see different types. Okay, let's move on. So if you are going to a fine dining restaurant, you should be informal. Okay, formal means
Like you are.
yes, like this. Yes, correct. Okay, but
Like this.
this is casual. Okay, So it depends on the type of restaurant that you're going to. Okay. Yeah. So the difference. Okay, this guy is more formal. If you're going to a formal restaurant, certain restaurants may not allow entry. They may have dress code for it. So it depends. And however you are dressed, it shows how much confidence you have. Okay, moving on. Regarding for those who are going to formal functions, okay, if you are required to wear blazer, for example. Yes, Rick, would you like?
No, I just want to take some sweet.
I see. Okay, so there are some etiquette regarding wearing blazers. Okay, if the blazer has only one button, it should always be buttoned when you're standing. Okay, if you are the last button, the ones at the bottom is never buttoned. Okay, if you have two, so the first one is always buttoned, the second one never buttoned, and you have three. Okay, the middle one is always buttoned. Like I mentioned, the last one is never buttoned. This is up to you. Okay. Okay, so now here comes the 9 tips. Number 1, if you are the host, okay, usually if you go out to such, if you go out in a group, there will somebody who will host you unless you are a group of friends going out casually. But if you are going for a formal dinner, usually there will be a host. Okay, the host. Okay, if you are the host, it will be nice if you open the door for your guests. Okay, if you are a gentleman, okay, open the door for the ladies. Okay, and when you open the door, okay, I can show you an example. Okay, so if you open the door, okay, you can use your body to hold the door, support the door, and you place your palm forward too. So for waiters as well, okay, they are all trained to point using the palms open, palms facing up. Okay, like that is very good. So always open the door for guests. Even in the hotels, if like you exit from the lift, usually we will either walk out and let people hold the lift door so that let the guests exit the lift. Okay. Next, always wait for the cue of your host. If you want to, if you are going to a restaurant, same thing. Let the ladies sit first. Okay. So usually the waiters will be there to push the chair in, but if in any case that the waiter is not available, the gentleman should sit the lady first by pushing the chair. Okay. If you don't know how, just pull the chair for the lady to sit, and when she's ready to sit, you will see her just going down. Then follow, I'll give you an example. Okay, maybe SK, can you be the lady?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so, okay, maybe you stand in front. Okay, so if she is going to sit down, okay, just sit down. You follow when the knees are being bent, okay, just follow and push the chair. That's usually how we do it. Okay, thank you very much, SK. So we've come to the part on entering a restaurant. Okay, these are two main things to look out for. Okay, when ordering, you always order other people first. If you are the host, you should always order your guests first, and then you order last. Okay, next, be refined. Okay, if you didn't order salad or if you didn't order the soup, the waiter will come and remove the cutlery. You don't need to touch it. Try not to touch it. Okay. Also, at a formal dining concept, do not use your phones. You need to use your phone, you excuse yourself to use. Next, when the meal is served, wait for everybody to have their food before eating, unless the host says eat first. Okay, moving on. Next, use the correct cutlery. But if you do not know, or if your friends do not know and they use the wrong one, don't need to correct them. Just pretend that all is well. Okay. Moving on. Okay, so in a formal table setting, okay, we will usually eat from out to in. Okay, the salad first. If you notice, the salad fork is smaller than the dinner fork. Okay, the spoon as well. The soup spoon is usually rounded like this. Okay. So once you finish eating, the waiter will come and clear whichever that is done. So you do not, after you finish eating, you do not put this back. You just leave it on the bowl. The waiter will remove the bowl. Alright? Then as you eat your way in, okay, certain fine dining restaurants, there will be a main plate there. Then whatever dishes that come will just be placed on top of it. So whatever you finish, whatever you want the waiter to clear, you can just clear. Yes, Rick, how may I assist you?
There's a butter plate. I don't see a butter plate.
Yes, like I mentioned, every restaurant is different.
How come you can show
Yes.
sample here is different from here?
Okay, because this one is really a super formal concept. Ours is just a mock-up, so we do not need to have every thing there.
How about the napkin? How come the napkin is folded this way?
There are different ways of folding a napkin as well. Yes. So you like to take a seat first. We'll continue. I'll answer to your questions later. All right. Anybody got any questions? Now we're at the topic of questions.
What is the purpose of the salad knife?
Okay, in case if the vegetable is too big, in case or unless there are meat in the salad, you use it to cut it. So the dessert fork and spoon are placed in such a manner so that because once you've cleared your main course, the waiter can just bring this down. He's not there to do anything so. Alright? And usually the wine glass will be the drinks will be on the right. Okay, so when you hold the cutlery also, okay, there is a proper way of holding. Okay, do not hold like this. Okay, napkin shouldn't be placed inside your shirt or tucked like that. Okay, it should be on your lap. Okay, so waiters will usually take the napkin, fold it into a triangular shape, and put it on your lap. Like I mentioned, different restaurants have different style of doing it. So every restaurant will be different. Okay, so that's 5 and 6. Now 7, when you are eating, okay, follow the speed of your host. Don't you eat too fast and you watch the waiter. You watch the host eating. Okay, it will be very awkward. Same goes if you are the host, you of course don't gobble down your food. Okay, slowly. Yeah, but usually the guests will, the dining partners or the dining guests will just observe the speed of the host, how they eat, how fast they eat, and they just accompany the speed accordingly. Okay, moving on. After food, when we are done, okay, place your cutlery in a 5 o'clock position. Okay, 5 o'clock means like that. Okay, like this. So if the table is like that, okay, let's place it like that. With the jagged edges here, inside facing. Okay, so like that. Once you are done, this is a silent rule for the waiters. Once they see it like that, they will come and ask you, can I clear? All right. Different. If you are American or British, there are different ways also. Okay. Even the ways of eating, the usual way is we cut and we eat, right? Okay. There's one way that they will cut. Ready? Put this down. Put this down. Transfer the hand. Poke and eat. Okay. That's quite different steps. Okay. Moving on. So yes. So when you're done, 5 o'clock position, that will signal. That's a universal sign for all the waiters.
What if we eat halfway, we want to put down the fork?
You can put it like that.
Cross.
Yes, like that. Okay. When you're done, you want to make. When you're finished eating, you want to view. Okay, you can do not snap your finger. Okay, it is very rude and inappropriate. So you just make eye contact with the waiter and you show the. Yes. Okay. Okay, so I've gone through the 9 steps. Okay. Now we are going to go into a time of role play. Alright, so here's what I need. I need 3 actors, okay, 2 observers. Okay? So, actors. Here's your role. checklist given. Okay, for actors, the three are host, partner, and waiter. Okay, the host will be the one doing most of the thing. Partner, you can just tag along. Waiter, you have to serve the guests. Okay, if the actions of both host and partner, it will be written as guests in the script. You will find out later. Okay, for observers, just follow the observation checklist and critique accordingly. Observer A, I let you all decide. Okay, you want to be the host, you want to observe the host, or you want to focus your observation on the guest. Okay, you all want to know what you are going to do? Yes. Okay, underneath the. Okay. Since Rick is has been walking around, I let him start first. Okay.
Then I be the waiter.
Okay. Rick. Next.
Oh no, chef.
Chef.
Oh really?
Okay, what's your role?
I'm the host.
Aku partner.
Aku partner.
Aku partner.
Partner aku ah.
Okay, who's the host?
I'm the host.
The host. Just follow the highlights one. Okay. Who's the partner?
Aku partner.
Okay, so yours maybe is the guest part. You don't have to speak. Yes. Okay, if you need help with the, you look through later. If you need help with the words, you just let me know. Who's the waiter? Okay, look, there are two observers. Here are your checklists. Actually, to all the actors, it's all double-sided, so we can flip to the correct page. Okay, for the observers, same thing, double-sided. Just read it accordingly. Okay. Yes, the questions are obvious. If you don't know, okay, if you don't know the questions are obvious. Okay. If you don't know, just put yes, yes, no. Okay, you all can decide who you want.
Yes.
So you be the guest, you will do the waiter. Okay, for the waiter, you come over please. So later we will pretend to
Okay, so they will walk in.
Yes, they walk in.
And then I will have eye contact.
Yes.
And then yes, and they have reservation.
Yes, so
So I'll ask him,
they'll tell him it's
welcome to the 1 AM restaurant. Do you have a reservation? Okay.
yes. Okay, so
And I follow this one.
yes, correct.
Okay. And
So later on you need to unfold the napkin and fold it, yes, and put it on.
female first. So they have
Okay, there's no female, so we can just sit the guest first.
after placing the napkin on the menu, that's fine.
Okay, you need to introduce yourself. Okay, my name is Wen, so I'm your table host for today. So this is the menu. You briefly explain.
So that's
Yes, the menu is here. Yeah, follow.
The menu is just
Actually, salad, rice. Yes, it's all there. Yes, salad, rice, or burger. Which one of them? Yeah, the actual side. So while they are yes. Okay. So
can discuss what to order, not to
yes.
discuss.
So when you present them the menu, yeah, we take and pour the drink. Come there. Yes. Okay. There is the next page. Yes. Do you have any questions? No. Okay, so basically, I will just stick to our script. Yes, outside the door. Or maybe around here. I mean, set the yes. So the waiter, your
The door is
Yeah, so maybe you can stand around here to welcome. Okay, observers, are you ready?
Yes.
Actors, you ready? Yes. Okay, in that case, we can begin.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to IAL restaurant. Do you have a reservation?
Yes, I have a reservation at 7:30 under my name, Michael.
Hi, Mr. Michael. Let me check. You have a reservation, a table for two.
Yes. That's correct.
This way, please.
Allow me.
Okay, today I will be your host, and this is the menu. You can take a look. What do you like to have? So we have the salad, the rice, burgers, fries, and dessert. Right, these are the set menu. Dessert. This is just high.
What about the because you want rice?
Just the dessert.
Just dessert. You don't want main course. You don't take main course. Okay. I will take rice.
So are you ready to order?
Yes. For this one, you will have other dessert, just dessert.
Okay.
For me, I will have the burger and fries.
Alright.
But I don't want dessert.
You don't want to do that. So she will have the dessert and you will not have the dessert but less. Okay. So this is our restaurant salad. Please have a with it. Enjoy the house pour wine.
Alcoholic, I'm done with the salad.
You know when it's not like burger and fries. Do you want to try something else like the rice? It's one of the popular dish in the restaurant. Just the dessert.
get a check?
Yes, please.
Okay. Right, Michael, this is check. Please check the bill. What would be your preferred mode of payments? Because we accept any mode of payments here.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Michael, here is your receipt. Thank you so much.
Need to sign.
Yeah, it's a payway. Yeah, this is a high-class fine dining restaurant. Everything is high tech. Thank you. So thank you for dining with us and have a pleasant evening, and I hope to see you both again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay, let's look at the observers. Do you have any comments? Okay, let's start with
The guests.
the guests. Okay, let's start with the guests first.
Okay, so the guests made eye contact with the waiter at the door, and then they acted in a refined manner, and they didn't play the cutlery at the table. So I thought that was good. I wasn't very sure whether they're using the correct cutlery, but I know the dessert spoon is correct. Yeah, the dessert spoon correct. So for the clearing of the plates, I believe Michael got point his cutlery at the 5 position, but Ali put I think at the 3 o'clock. Looks like 3 o'clock position. Yeah. And then when it came to getting the bill, also Michael made eye contact with the waiter, not very polite about it. And when the waiter wished them goodbye, he also reciprocated thank you.
What about
Dress up properly, yes. Everything follow the checklist except one thing. The waiter never remove the correct cutlery.
yes? Okay.
And guess Michael, I think he did ask few times, said I'm done, I'm finished.
Oh, okay.
He never observed the 5 o'clock. He have to remove.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I spotted.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. First. Yes, so with regards to the role play, I think the dinner guests they did really well. The only thing about waiter is that you should have when we train the waiters, it's not entirely your fault because you were not told. But when we train the waiters, we will usually remove all the unused or unordered the cutlery that is unordered. Yeah, they didn't order salad, so you remove the salad. They didn't order soup, so you remove the soup spoon. Okay. Then with regards to the drinks, for ladies, try and drink from the same place, same spot at each time because the ladies will definitely be wearing lipstick. So if you mention the whole cup got lipstick stain. Okay. Yes. Okay, then I think you all did. You all followed you all followed the steps. Okay, and the cutlery, if it's removed, it will be easier for you. Okay. Okay, so that's the debrief. So now I'm going to show you 2 videos. I want you to watch the video and answer. Okay, maybe the 2 of you, you'll be in one group. You identify improper ways of dining at the restaurant. Okay, and the 3 of you, you all can answer this. What improvements can be made? Okay.
noise while drinking the soup.
Yes, that's correct.
And also burp after.
Yes, correct.
That's very
Should
not
be.
burping out loud.
Yes, very good. Okay, what are some of the ways they can improve?
So I think if you need to sneeze or blow your nose, you should probably do it away. Maybe excuse yourself and do it somewhere else.
Yes, that's correct.
Use the drinking cup instead of the whole bottle.
If they are served with the
Yes.
previous whatever that was being served with, if they serve in a bottle, then it will be nicer if you ask for a glass. Yes.
But it'd be good if the lady, just tell them. Yes, at least, it will help, the MD, rather than just leave it to them to do what they want.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Okay, good. Now we swap the questions. Okay, so you all will answer the second question, what improvements? You all will answer the first question, what are the improper ways? Alright.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Pretty good, dude. How are you?
I'm great.
That's good.
Alright guys, what is mint?
Okay. So come, the group answer first. Okay, what are the improper ways of dining at
I
restaurant?
think they shouldn't be using their hand.
Yes, correct. Okay. When the cutlery is given, yes, you have to use cutlery. Okay, unless the only exception is if you're eating pork ribs. Sorry. Okay, but yes. Okay, good. What improvements can we make?
Friend can tell me, let me know. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Then maybe the friend can, he's eating dog. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. But it is okay to create like smaller, not the whole environment, the whole eating environment will be very awkward.
They while not eating.
Yes, yes, yes.
Swallow.
Yes, correct, correct. Okay, very good, very good. Well done. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so now that we have talked about the 9 steps. Okay, you all can discuss among your two groups here. Okay, which of the 9 tips has the most impact? Okay, you have 1 minute to discuss. Usually sure, the usual way is to do like that first, then after that if it's short more, just many. Oh, yeah, it's a universal language. Okay, so you're done sharing?
Yes.
Okay, maybe you can run sharing per group. Okay, you can start first.
Yeah, I'll share. So for me, learn that the technical about using the utensils. So one tip is if unsure, just don't touch them. Yeah, let the waiter take care of it.
Yes, they will remove the so-called necessary cutlery. Yes, good. Okay,
Yeah, for us, we realize, till now then we realize the guests should eat slower than the host. Now then
Or
we
rather,
realize,
same speed. Same
yeah,
speed,
but-
more like same speed. Because if not, it will be very awkward if like if they are talking, then if the host is talking too much, then you keep eating, you listen, you eat, you finish the whole still eating. So it will be quite awkward for them. Yes. Okay, thank you for sharing. Let's move on. Okay, so now that we have learned the 9 tips, how are we going to apply this? Okay, we have one sharing per group. Okay, we can start. I think we start at first. We'll start first now. Yes, you can start first. Start first. When you're ready, then ready? Okay, come. Okay, share this.
Yes. So maybe the next time we go to a restaurant, pay more attention to this dining etiquette.
Okay, your group.
Also, we're going to apply the calorie put at the 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes, yes.
Let's see whether it works.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so in summary, okay, these are the 9 steps. Okay, during the 4 phases when entering, when in a restaurant. Okay, so to end off, I would like to ask one of you, okay, if I were to ask you to order my favorite fishball noodle, what will you do? Yes, you are going to order a takeaway fishball noodle from me. What will you do? You guys will order, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. If you were to ask me to order fishball noodle, firstly I ask you what type of noodles you want. You want chili or you want spicy or non spicy? So the person who always eat fishball noodle, who is very experienced in eating fishball noodles, they will know what the stallholders will ask for. Okay, so when we are asked to order takeaway, of course they will ask the same few questions. So they are prepared, like you want mee pok or mee kia, what kind of noodles you want, you want spicy, non-spicy. Yes. So in the same way for dining etiquette, practice makes perfect. You need a lot of experience. Okay, it is okay. Okay, there is no right or wrong, but it's more of proper or improper. Okay, so that's the end of our lesson today. This is the learning objective. Okay. Yes, and thank you very much for attending.
Thank you.
Yes, give yourself a round of applause.